We're live to Tasmania, the opposition leader Rebecca White.
But obviously we didn't make it, and I take responsibility for that. I'm incredibly proud of the people who have worked beside me, not just throughout this campaign, but of course over the years that I have been the leader of the Labor Party, and I want to thank them for their support. I want to thank our membership and our movement for their support. I've always felt incredibly lucky to have the opportunity to do this job, not just be able to represent my electorate of Lyons, and again I thank them for their support, but also to be supported by my colleagues, to be able to step up and to take on this responsibility. There's a great opportunity for whoever steps forward as the next leader of the Labor Party to really take it up to the government. There's no doubt that they've lost a lot in this election campaign, not just in terms of support across the electorate, but I think credibility too. And the Labor Party now has an opportunity to take it up to them and are in a good position to win the next election. I'll stay on in Parliament supporting my colleagues, and I'll provide support to whoever the next leader of the Labor Party is and work beside them to make sure that we can bring about the change that I know Tasmania deserves, to have a Labor government elected, and I'll do everything I can to support that outcome.
What are some of the highlights of your time as opposition leader?
Oh gosh, look, there have been a lot of highs and lows in this job, and we've been through a lot together as a team. I was probably remiss in not thanking my staff, in acknowledging some of the great people that I've had the pleasure to work with. I am so lucky to be surrounded by incredibly decent, hard-working people who make this job a real joy. Some of the highlights for me, I think, in particular would be the last couple of years and the work we've done as a movement to rebuild our organisation, to reform the governance, to really set the party up for the next decades to come. The Tasmanian Labor Party is 120 years old, soon to be 121 years old. It's a very old organisation, a very deep roots in this community, and I do fundamentally believe that Tasmanians do better under a Labor government, and I think the work that we've done over the last couple of years is something I'm incredibly proud of, because it gives us the best chance to form government in the future and be a very good government for Tasmanians.
Do you think that
Was this a decision that you made or that others made for you?
I made this decision. I don't think it should come as a surprise to anybody that after contesting 3 elections as the leader of the Labor Party, that my time is up. I've done the best that I could possibly do, and I'm really proud of the work that we've achieved together. But I also think it's time for a change and a time for renewal of the leadership of the Labor Party. There's an enormous amount of work in front of us, and I stand ready to support whoever the next leader is to do that work, but it is time for somebody else to take on that opportunity.
With that in mind, was coming back as leader 3 years ago still the right call?
When I returned to the leadership 3 years ago, it was a big decision for me. I just stepped away, I just had a baby, and in fact Hudson was just less than a week old when I was asked to return as the leader, and it certainly wasn't something that I'd contemplated at that time. But I am incredibly loyal to this party and to my team, and I also had a lot of support to step back and take on that job. And it is a job that I feel really proud that I've been able to do for those additional years as the leader of the Labor Party, and I do think that we did a lot of good work together, and I don't regret that. I have time now to spend with my kids, and it's Easter coming up, and I'm looking forward to spending a lot of time with them in the coming weekend and eating too much chocolate and just having a lot of fun together.